Rush Limbaugh's wit and wisdom has blessed the lives of many Americans. You can hear some of that wit and wisdom on the James Hendricks Show. Hello, everybody. Hope you guys are doing well. We're gearing up for the 4th of July weekend. It's a happy Wednesday. You know, let me be honest with you, there's only one news item I'm going to be clamoring with today. And this is from the AMAC. And that's the Association of Mature American Conservatives. And that's one that I can trust. You know, they're saying that Biden is tanking the economy. And you know, in many ways, he is. The inflation, the high gas prices, Congress being slow to respond, except for their own crazy liberal agenda. And you know, I gotta say this. It's time to kick them liberal critters out. And I was talking to a friend of mine from Toastmasters on the way home. It's time to kick all them liberal critters in both parties out and put in some good people. Maybe we need new blood, you know? Maybe we need new blood. And of course, some of the ones that are conservative that we've elected, you know, of course, keep re-electing them, but make sure they don't get co-opted to where they don't follow, you know, in line with the will of the American people. And now I want to talk to you about the importance, this is the topic for the day anyway, the importance of Americans for freedom. Yeah, why not? And I'm going to be doing a podcast about this on my Empower Your Pattern, my flagship podcast. But I want to talk about it today in particular. I think it's time, when we're talking about freedom, we should think about the values of free enterprise. One of those is, of course, this is a bundle that should be together. The rights to life, liberty, and property, okay? The due process stuff, you know, all that cool stuff. Those rights should be absolute, but not given by the government. Not given by the government, okay? I like this wealthy man named Bill Britt. He gave a speech back in 1983 that's available on YouTube. And the one thing he said was, our rights are not given by government. Our rights are given by God. And so we need to stand up for our God-given rights. And here's another thing to think about, too. This is how our laws, how our government should be structured. God, man, meaning the average citizenry, Constitution, and then case law and statutory law. Okay, those are the four pillars, with God and man being at the top. God being supreme above all, of course. And then the Constitution, because man creates a Constitution. Of course, I think the Constitution was also God-breathed. It had to be, you know. I could sit there and fly around and tell you guys a bunch of news about COVID and January 6th, but guys, people are sick of hearing about it. You sit there and talk about and fly around and beat a dead horse, people stop listening to you. And so conservatives, we don't have time to fart around. We got some gains to make. And I think we can. You know? There is no sense in farting around and you know, have the defeatist attitude, oh, we could lose. When we are winning. Roe v. Wade was overturned by the Supreme Court. You know? That's something to care about. Yeah. Think about it. Think about all the gifts that's been given. We've had a 2-package deal from our Supreme Court. And I gotta say, What is in this package? Let's see. First, Roe v. Wade overturned. All right, isn't that awesome? Isn't that awesome? And let's not make it a federal issue, okay? I don't think that's the will of the people. Let's keep it a state issue, because if we have it a federal issue, then when the mood of the country changes more towards liberal, then they'll try to reinstitute abortion. Let's keep it statewide, okay? Let's keep it statewide. And the reason why I say that, I'm a conservative federalist. I think the states and the people themselves should determine our own destiny. Okay? And that's what differentiates me from some conservatives say who want to make it a federal issue. Let's not make it a federal issue. And what's the second part that we got? Religious freedom. Some of this crazy Soviet socialist style ideas of separation of church and state are coming down little by little, because firing a coach for praying is stupid. To these stupid socialists and liberals, it's like wishing and farting on a chicken bone at the same time. What can I say? That's just how I view it, you know. Americans for freedom, life, liberty, and property. You know, free markets. You know, let's get back to the America First agenda. Why not? We've been kissing farts from other countries for decades, when we should be proud to be Americans instead of kissing farts of enemies that hate us. You guys gotta forgive me, okay? Sometimes days like today, and I know it's a serious topic, okay? Americans for Freedom is a serious topic. But sometimes, because of what's going on in the news, I gotta use humor. And I know, my humor is a bit crazy. My humor is a bit warped. But it's worthwhile. It's worthwhile. Because you guys know that we need to stand for freedom. And I think it wouldn't hurt for conservatives like myself who run for Congress. They need to have a platform with the slogan is 2 words: for freedom. Okay? Free markets, right to bear arms, freedom of religion, sanctity of life. Those are the core values. We don't fart around with those core values. You know what I mean? And you guys gotta forgive me, okay? My humor comes out sometimes when I'm trying to drive home a point. And I know it's a bit crazy, and you gotta forgive me, but sometimes when you're discussing matters of politics, nowadays, especially because how reactive things are, you've got to use humor. Because it don't do any good to just fart around, oh, woe is me, look at us, it's so terrible. There's plenty of news outlets and talk radio that's going to do that stuff. Let's talk about things that we can do something about. Like in our communities. Fight for freedom. I think it wouldn't hurt for this country to diversify its economy. Not the way that the current socialists in power is want, but, make it better. And not just build back better crap from Biden. No. Make America great again. That's right. I'm a MAGA dude. The rapper Forgiato Blow, he calls himself the mayor of MAGAville. I call myself the public affairs consultant of MAGAville. Okay, guys? All right, with that, I hope you enjoy listening to the James Hendricks Show. If you like what you hear, please subscribe and become a part of receiving most daily updates. This is Jimi Hendrix saying until next time, take care and be proactively informed. God bless you guys.